Hello folks, and welcome back to West of Loathing. It's time to continue the adventures of Betsy Cartwright. So here we are. We've still got some binoculars. I don't know if we can use them here. Nope. So, we are going to go to the desert house. Oh. Oh, hey, this is horse specific. Yes. Sneak is my middle name. Yes. Alright. Yes. 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 We have a spooky spell now. Boom. And I believe that's the last... I think you can only read one Necromancer book before you start having detrimental effects. And now that I think about it, I'll outfox it. Believe I need... Nope, that's not going to do it. Oh, I can sell that. Can sell Deputy. The gold tooths, unfortunately, have a use. So we're just going to hang on to them for now. Button Willow's store. We'll wait for the silversmith. Ooh, I'm low on money. Okay, handful of nails, can of oil, bar of soap. I did want that. Nope. And more binoculars. Okay. Okay. Oh, hey, look at that. Yes. Investigate it. I know it's gross. Pretty sure there's treasure in there and you're not stopping me. Yep. Yeah, screw you. Gloop. Nice. Oh, that's not what I want. Yeah. Now we got... there we go. Lapel, yeah. More stats. More. Safe cracking 3. Yeah, that's going to take a while. Alright, back to the desert house. An abandoned minecart. Okay. Okay. Oh, I do have a bone. Alright, so... there's dudes in here. You need to use the can of oil to oil the gate so it doesn't squeak. And then the nails to nail the door closed so they can't get out. But we want to kill them. Mysticality 13. Rough house, art house, coffee house. It looks like they're all ranged. Yes! That is what makes Gary so good. As he can just keep doing this. So I don't need to use Butterbean. Yeah, Gary is basically God mode. And it hits everybody. There we go. Hooray! Which means, possibly... Where is it? Where is it? Yep, up to the old mission. Oh, hey, a goblin. Makes sense. Shoot the cracks, become a crack shot. Remove rust. But for a money. Hey, I got a money. Yeah, and if this fails, this will get us a free trip back to town. So... Holy crap, skeleton! Oh, a fast skeleton. So let's go ahead and do some reduction. And do some more reduction. Pop him in the face. There we go. Now he can't do anything. There. That is a big weapon. So that's one. This is the dangerous one. There we go. Now we got him. Yeah. So the skull or whatever is increasing its stats, but we keep dropping it. So all it's doing is it's raising the mysticality, but we're dropping everything else. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and let's take out the skull. Yeah, it's doing physical attacks at this point, so. Yep. What a difference that spell makes. And now for this one. Okay. Saint Pope. So he uses Moxie attacks. And it looks like he summons, yeah. So, stop summoning. There. Fake Pope hat. There we go. Took care of that. Yeah, so that's why Gary's not allowed when you're doing a hard mode run, because he just turns it into a cakewalk. I mean, it's ridiculous. Okay. Oh, alright. There we go. A sensor. Sensor. Alright, so +3 mysticality, spell damage, muscle, and moxie. I think we're okay with that. Armor and moxie, yeah, we're gonna keep that. 2 muscle and 10 hit points. Oh. 9 to 11. Okay. And +1 moxie or poison. We'll stick with poison. Mysticality and speed. Muscle. Yeah, we'll go with that. We still don't have any pants. Alright, so took care of all that. Back to town. Oop. Oh, okay. Okay. So, Butterbean or Grinning Skull? Or do you want to just check? Speed. Yeah, that's it. Nope, that's not it. That's it. Man, we're still not getting any more AP, huh? Alright, well. How much XP do we have? 200. There. Reduce stats by 7. With him, that's a reduction of 10. That sounds good to me. Fake Pope hat don't need. Alright. We are going to rest. There's no reason not to. When you rest, your stomach, liver, and spleen all reset, so any bonuses you'd have from them go away. There, now we got Angry Toad. But we did this for a reason. There is a method to my madness. Because we got a package from Rufus, which gave us Beancraft. Okay. Okay, Blood Beans is healing. Bean Wall is not that impressive. That's what we want. We want Wearing. Yeah, there we go. That puts our AP up to 7. That's what we were needing. Here's the remains of them. Potemkin Gang. Okay, and where are these guys? The Stripy Hat Gang in the Cavern Canyon, or the vicinity of the Cavern Canyon. So let's head on over there. Actually, let's do the Shaggy Dog Cave. Yeah, we don't have foraging, so we can't do anything there. Alright, so here we go. Record of the events of the expedition to and into the Shaggy Dog Cave, November 1887, as recorded by Jim Plackwright. Having acquired through various and sundry means a story which is interesting in its own right, but better saved for another time, a map purporting to lead to a large cache of jewels and ingots of precious metals hidden by the infamous highwayman and train robber Black Cole Jr. in the years before the cows came home, I, Jim Plackwright, along with 3 compatriots, these being Nathaniel Wyman, Cyrus Howard, and Douglas Watts, set out to find Shaggy Dog Cave and the aforementioned treasure. Our equipment and provisions consisted of 1 cart and a horse to pull it, 4 additional horses to be ridden, 2 shovels, a spade, and a mining pick, a large coil of rope, 1 large basket of eggs, as well as an assortment of other trail provisions and cookware, my own collection of blank plaques and engraving tools, 1 large and shaggy dog, and a butt-for. After traveling for 2.5 days through the south and east, we arrived in a small town named Dirtwater, the largest establishment in the vicinity of Shaggy Dog Cave. Leaving the dog to watch the horses, the four of us entered the local saloon and each ordered a beer, except Cy, who was satisfied with water. The barman provided our drinks as requested, and then withdrew a small wooden box from underneath the bar, asking us if we'd care to witness something real interesting. Considering that we still had quite a few hours left to travel, we politely declined and asked him if he knew the way to Shaggy Dog Cave. He replied that he had never been there personally, but gave us rough directions, which correlated nicely with the notes on our map. Upon leaving the saloon, we discovered to our dismay that some unknown villain had tampered with our wagon. Fortunately, the only supplies missing were the butt for the entire basket of eggs, apart from the one that Doug had concealed within a pocket for safekeeping. We also discovered that the dog had absconded with one of the horses, forcing Nate and Cy, after the drawing of lots, to share. After acquiring a barrel of fresh water for the trip, as well as the replacement butt for, we headed out to the open desert. The sun shone down mercilessly upon us, though we took some small solace in the fact that it would have been far more intolerable had we made the expedition during the summer months rather than November. In order to pass the time on the trip and resist becoming dazed from the heat and susceptible to desert mirages, we exchanged stories of our youth, which I will not be retelling here for reasons of length. However, I will relate to you that 3 odd occurrences happened to us during our trek through the desert. The first was 2 or 3 hours out of Dirtwater when Nate noticed a glint of sunlight upon a metallic object partially buried in the sand. This was revealed to be a brass oil lamp of foreign design and manufacture, which fortuitously still contained a quantity of oil. Deciding this might come in handy, we stashed it in the wagon with our other tools. Our next encounter was with a nomadic goblin tribesman who we discovered spoke excellent English. It inquired as to our destination, and we replied that we were looking for Shaggy Dog Cave, though we did not disclose the reason for our journey. The goblin confirmed that we were heading in the correct course and mentioned that he had only a short time earlier witnessed a large and shaggy dog riding a horse in the same direction. We all agreed that this was an unusual sight indeed and continued on our way. Sometime later, we encountered a large adobe hut occupied by 2 identical-seeming old men with wild hair and long white beards. They invited us to take shelter from the heat, which we gratefully accepted, and introduced themselves as hermits. This struck me as peculiar, given there were 2 of them, but I felt it would be rude to question them on the point. One of the hermits confirmed that we were near Shaggy Dog Cave, and the other hermit confirmed that what his brother said was true. They also commented that they had seen a large and shaggy dog riding a horse in that direction. We all agreed that this was an unusual sight indeed. The hermits refreshed our water supply in exchange for our butt for, and we continued on our way, excited to finally be nearing our goal. After 2 more hours, we arrived at Shaggy Dog Cave, carefully keeping our excitement in check, lest we become incautious. We unloaded our equipment and supplies from the wagon and took a brief respite in the cool shade of the cave entrance. To celebrate our arrival, Doug unpocketed and shared the egg which he had saved from our basket and then had been stolen in Dirtwater. Once we were rested, we decided the time had come to explore the cave. Discovering that we had neglected to pack torches, lanterns, or any other light source with which to illuminate the cave, we decided it was indeed fortuitous that Nate had discovered the antique oil lamp during our travels. He gave the brass a quick shine and lit the wick, and we were relieved to discover that it lit easily and provided a very adequate amount of light. As we headed into the cave, we were further encouraged by the fact that the floor was quite even and easy to traverse, and that there were no side passages which might make us to become lost. Despite this, I resolved to hang a number of plaques to mark our progress through the cave and engrave them with the tale of our journey, such that others who discovered the cave after us might be entertained and edified by our story. Soon we came to the end of the tunnel. While Nate, Cy, and Doug took turns with the excavation, I completed the last of the aforementioned plaques. It was a matter of perhaps an hour before Cy's shovel struck a wooden surface with a hollow noise, and we hauled a traditionally styled treasure chest out of the hole with great excitement. The chest was locked with an ancient and rusting iron padlock, which we broke easily from a single swing of our pickaxe. We opened the lid slowly, and the flickering light of the oil lamp shone brilliantly upon jewels of every color and shining ingots of precious metals, just as promised by the legends of Black Coal Jr. Joyous at our triumph, we loaded our chest into the wagon and began the journey home. Thank you for reading, and may your endeavors be equally successful. I don't know. I don't think their dog was particularly shaggy.